Okay, beautiful. All right. Welcome, welcome to the beautiful portal day 2 of 22. I am honored to be with all of you today, and I can't wait to dive in to see what wants to come forward. So as we're just kind of waiting for a few more people to pop on, I'd love to know how the energy of your day has felt so far. So you can type it in the chat box, okay? I also would love to know what your relationship is to the faces of the Divine Mother, maybe Mary Magdalene herself. If you guys want to share a little bit about that, you can type it in the chat. If you feel that you want to do that, go ahead. Just as we're waiting, because I think there's going to be a couple more people jumping on. So okay, I don't know who the owner is, but feeling tired, feeling exhausted. Okay, all right, holding space for you for sure. I know the energies that have been coming in lately have been very intense, very, very intense. Okay. Oh, hi. How are you? Cool. Okay, Anne. Nice to see you. Okay, yeah, Beth's staying energetic. Yeah. Hello, Alicia. How are you? Excited? Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, well, let's go ahead and dive in. I'm sure a few more people will be kind of entering as I'm speaking. So again, make sure that you have yourself muted, and we'll leave some space at the end of the call to kind of discuss anything that has shown up for you or how you're feeling, or if you have any questions, we'll save some space at the end for that. So let's go ahead and first get started with today is a portal day, 2 of 22, which 22 is a master builder number. And for me, it's really about wisdom. It's about vision, harmony, balance, unity, and transformation. And I know many of us have been on the roller coaster of emotions since really 2020. And it's been there's been some challenges, right? There's been some challenges, and the energies and the way that we're able to feel energy, as these codes and this information is coming within us, it's opening up and cracking our heart open a little bit wider every moment, it seems like. So it's really important to be able to have the tools to allow yourself to feel the emotions, to allow the emotions to flow through you and not get kind of clogged up within, right? So that's all about awareness and really working on your physical, spiritual, emotional, and mental bodies. And so, this is a really great time right now. It's a fresh start. It is all about, really allowing ourselves to understand that miracles are happening all the time. So it's almost like this belief that we as a humanity and a civilization, especially here in the West, are really starting to, I think, grasp a little bit like, oh yeah, we are living day to day, moment to moment. It is really a miracle. And so when we can add that belief in magic and in our abilities and in our capabilities to shift and grow and change into a more healed civilization, I think that's so beautiful. And so many of us are in that. And I think those of you that are drawn to this call are maybe feeling that as well. Also, this is about, new opportunities. Again, it's been kind of a roller coaster the last couple of years. And so it feels like to me, there's been almost like a fog has been lifted and there's some more clarity coming through. So if you have been feeling the heavier emotions, feeling really tired, feeling, drained, making sure that you are honoring your energy. So resting when you need to, actually unplugging from social media, setting up really healthy boundaries. So, you don't have to respond to everybody as they are messaging you, or you don't always have to take that phone call, like really starting to prioritize your own energetic health, your mental health, and your emotional health. Okay. And so just a little bit of a story about the number 22. I think it's been a little over a year now. This number has been like haunting me in a good way, in a good way. you know, it's been a number that just keeps showing up, whether in meditations or, you know, I get a download, or there's a place that I need to travel to, or there's a certain date that I need to do an event. It all seems to be 22. So of course I had to jump on this day and do this. It's also really closely associated to Mary Magdalene. And my relationship with Mary Magdalene is actually still fairly recent. It's only been about 2 years of me really working with her energy, working with the archetypal energies that she carries. And it started through my DNA activation process, and how, you know, the DNA activations that I do are through the Magdalene sisterhood. It's through the Order of Isis. And so, you know, that's really started to bloom the last 2 years. And so the blue rose, what that really means for me, it's about truth. It's about wisdom. It's about stepping up into a heart-centered leadership role. It's this creatrix energy. If we think about the womb, you know, that's where the creation starts. That's where the dissolution, the falling away, the destruction happens, but so does the creative energy. So we always have to let things fall, let things go. And then from that, right, when we create the space, we're able to build anew. And so, you know, this is really about moving up from the womb space into the throat chakra, so we can actually creatively express, so we can actually speak our truth, stand in our power. And I think Mary Magdalene represents that for me and for many other people. Is she was a radical guide of love. She was devoted to her mission with Yeshua. They walked in ministry together on this earth, and she really had to go through her own trials and tribulations as she was ascending, as she continuously said yes to her heart, as she continuously trusted in her visions, as she continually anchored in her divinity. And so the blue rose really, for me, that's what it represents. It's the self-discovery of your heart, of your sacred heart of love, and being really radically honest with yourself as you're, you know, we're navigating some very kind of crazy, hectic times in the world. And so it's really kind of also brings forward a mirror for us all to look at and say, you know, what really is my truth, and what do I need to release? What old energy, stagnant energy am I still clinging on to? And I feel like she kind of brings that energy forward. And then with this, I heard a story, and of course, you know, everybody has their own beliefs in what Mary Magdalene brings forward. And I always encourage you to use your own discernment, your own judgment, and really build your own connection with her. Because again, she comes to us in the stillness. She comes to us in the dark places. She comes to us in those quiet moments when we're actually able to really feel into our body, feel into our emotion. That's when she really presents herself. And so always taking time to connect with her energy and seeing what she means to you. Okay. And so again, she really rises within our hearts in the best way for all of us to see. And again, that's unique for each one of us. My relationship to Mary Magdalene might be completely different from yours, and that is okay. That is the power of you know, being able to connect and seeing what it is we really need. And so the story of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene is long and beautiful. And I won't go into all the details today, but I will say they were divine counterparts. They were beloved together. They really created a ministry of divinity, and they gave a path. It's not the only path, but they gave a path towards sovereignty, towards reaching for our own divinity, our strength in times that were very, very hard and heavy. And you know, women weren't allowed to do a lot of things in those days, in the era that they walked on this earth. And so the blue roses said that Yeshua and Mary conceived their daughter Sarah, and that night of conception, Yeshua gifted Mary Magdalene a blue rose, and he was said to put it behind her hair, behind her ear, and a few days later he was actually crucified. And so whether you believe that he actually died on the cross or not, or what really happened in that whole story, that's also a journey that you can go on and really discover what that means for yourself. But she gathered her closest companions, and they created the Blue Rose Order to honor the truth and the wisdom and the teachings that Yeshua was here to teach humanity in a very, again, in very difficult times. And it said that she fled and she went to France for a while and some other places as well, still continuously teaching the way of sovereignty and the way of the light, which again is within our hearts, right? It's the more feminine path, which is about going inward. It's not necessarily always reaching above, but it's a lot of times it's going deeper within. It's going deeper within our depths to reveal our truth. Okay. So let me know in the comments how this is resonating with you. If you're, feeling this, just let me know. Type it up. And again, so she really reaches out by the way of the heart. And we have to remember that Magdalene is a title. It's a title, and it's kind of can be like an archetypal energy as well. And her name has many different aspects, many different qualities. And it's almost like when you're ready for it, when your heart's ready to bloom, she will be there to help us and guide us in opening our hearts, right? So just a little bit about the word Magdalene. In Latin, it actually means the watchtower, right? It's the watcher, the watchtower. In Hebrew, it means from the tower. And then from Spanish, I believe it means a village on the Sea of Galilee. So a lot of times when I connect with her, we are on the shores of Galilee looking over the seas. And if you saw my post earlier today, that's exactly where she took me, like reminding us that we are the lighthouses, that we continuously have to work on our light to keep shining it for others who may be lost, to have a little guidance or direction towards discovering their own path, right? Their own path home, their own path to the heart. So Mary Magdalene also is a priestess of plants and potions. She oftentimes can show up for people with herbs or remedies or essential oils. And that if you're drawn to that kind of work, you can definitely connect with her and ask her what it is that you need in the moment, or what it is maybe your clients need in the moment, and just listen to what comes forward. And then I always love like researching what it actually means, what some of the things mean, because it oftentimes is exactly what you need. All right. She's also a womb priestess. Okay. Her and Yeshua walked side by side, sharing stories of, healing and self-discovery and, how to stand in that sovereignty. So again, she's also a radical guide to divinity and devotional love. So a priestess of her own rights, and how she really dedicated herself to Yeshua and the mission to the divine and the Divine Mother. So I'm going to read a little poem that I saw, and I just want you guys to kind of reflect. If you have a journal, you can absolutely write. Maybe I'll take a minute or two and just give you guys a moment to kind of reflect on this quote. It says, "When the rose is gone and the rose garden fall into ruin, where will you seek the scent of the rose?" Rumi. I'm going to read that one more time. "When the rose is gone and the rose garden fall into ruin, where will you seek the scent of the rose?" So just take a moment and feel that in your body. What does that feel like? What does that mean to you? Maybe even closing your eyes and tuning into that. Good. And as you reflect, knowing that deep within, the rose is always within your heart. And the rose lineages are coming up. They've been around forever, but they're coming up more and more as we're remembering, as we are shifting through the falsities, the deception, the control, the manipulation, as we're shifting through our own stories that we've been telling ourselves. The rose is available for all of us. And it's just a matter of listening and tuning inward and connecting more deeply with your own inner light. Okay. So something else that I've been doing over the last year is I started to learn Aramaic. It was something that came to me in a dream, and I took a course with Dale. Oh, I forgot his last name. Dale Allen. I'll have to post it in the group. I can't remember his last name right now, but he is an amazing Aramaic wisdom keeper. And I learned some different chanting and things like that. So he was really about toning. And so I learned how to tone. So I'd love us to take a moment here. You're all on mute, so don't worry. We don't have to do this out loud with everyone. But what I'd like us to do is chant 3 times Miriam, which is also another name for Mary or Magdalene. And as we do this, we're going to pause at the end, and we're really going to allow ourselves to feel, allow ourselves to create the space, and know that pure sensation of feeling can be without words, can be without thoughts. And so it's really about allowing yourself to feel, okay? So again, I don't have the perfect voice. I'm pitchy, my voice cracks, but I will go ahead and lead us through this. So I'd like you just to follow along with me. And before we do that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a nice deep breath in, and I want you to kind of hold it, right? And then as we exhale, that's when the chant's gonna start. So I'll do it one time just so you guys see it, and then we'll do it 3 times together, okay? And you can practice along with me if you'd like. So just maybe closing the eyes, and I want you to take a nice deep breath in, hold it at the top. Mary. Good. Now let's do that together. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose, hold it at the top. Mary. Another breath in, hold. Mary. One more time, and then we'll pause. Inhale through the nose, hold at the top. Mary. And slowly come back to just take a moment and feel the shift within your body, the shift within the energy, maybe even feeling more clear in the mind. The power of our voice can shift reality. So anytime you feel stuck or stagnant, or you just need to move some things, don't ever be afraid to use your voice. It is powerful, and it is your birthright to speak and to be heard. Okay? And so with this, I'm going to follow up with a channeled message that I received as I was tuning in for tonight's call. And Mary Magdalene came to me dressed in a woven cloak, and her hair was just peeking out of the side. And this is the message that she had for all of us today. Tapping into the senses to experience life in a more profound way. Embracing all of self, feeling our way through life, becoming emotionally stable and spiritually mature. Our hearts crack open at this time in humanity's experience. We are being asked to tend to the emotional body. Listen, feel, embrace the emotions that arise. Allow them the space to be expressed. Through your sacred expression, you grow in heart strength. The Sacred Heart is here for us all to connect, to explore, to embrace, and to share our love. The Shekinah light lives within us all. Our light builds from the inside out, building the strength from within, not the old ways of the stone heart, but through the path of the Divine Mother, the tender embrace and the fierce love. Not shutting off, but staying open while facing adversity. Open to love, open to life. The path to sovereignty. Let us join as sisters and brothers of the rose. Let us gather together and open our hearts, our wombs, and our vision to the truth, the wisdom, and the love of the divine. Just taking a moment, taking that in. And from this space, we're going to go on a quest. We're going to go into a meditation. So wherever you are, thank you. So wherever you are, I want you to get comfortable. All right, as long as you can hear me, like you can lay down if you'd like, if that's more comfortable, so you can feel more supported. Just take a moment. And so let's all begin by closing our eyes and connecting with your breath. So inhaling through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Go ahead and continue with that breathing, clearing out your energy, centering your energy, becoming present in this moment. And above your head is a beautiful golden light, a sphere of healing, loving, divine energy. Imagine, sense, perceive that this energy is now coming down your pranic tube, your central channel, your ascension channel. Imagine it coming down those higher chakras and then slowly entering into your body, into the crown chakra. Breathing that energy into the crown chakra. And as you exhale, sending that energy, that pure, divine, loving energy down the sides of the head, into the third eye. Sending that energy now down the jaw, the back of the neck, the throat chakra, breathing it in. And as you exhale, sending that energy down the shoulders, down into the heart space, the front and the back. Allowing your heart to merge with this golden, divine, loving energy. And taking that energy down into the solar plexus, the back of the body, the sides of the body, allowing yourself to relax a little bit more, allowing the belly to soften and to expand naturally with your breath, and dropping that energy now into the sacral chakra and the womb space, into the lower back, into the sides of the body and into the hips, moving down into the pelvic bowl and coming into the root chakra. And from here, your grounding cords, one straight as the electric, and one coiling around as the magnetic, the masculine and feminine energies that you hold within you. Imagine, sense, perceive that it's going down your legs, all the way down, 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 into the top layer of soil where your body meets the earth. Allow your energetic body to drop into the earth, going down deeper and deeper, feeling the nurturing, loving energy that Mother Earth has for you all. Allowing yourself to drop down deeper past the roots of the trees, feeling that nurturing energy almost like it's calling you home. Allow yourself to go deeper and deeper, relaxing your body a little bit more, going down past the rocks and the layers of bedrock and gravel, going down deeper and deeper, all the way down to the center, the crystalline core of Mother Earth, the heart of the mother. Imagine your grounding cords now wrapping around the heart of the mother, feeling her divine love for you, making that connection, knowing that you are safe and secure. Aria sopoya lania koria siala, koria moya sonoaya, allowing your heart to open. Sorua la moya karia la noaya sopoya karia soaya. Breathing in that beautiful energy and taking a moment here and releasing anything that's no longer serving you. Letting go of any lower vibrational frequencies, energies, attachments, enmeshments. Letting go of any vows or contracts, fears. Anything that's no longer serving your highest and best good. Allow it to go and be recycled into the earth, so she may transmute it for the highest and best good of all beings everywhere. Allow it to go, allow it to flow, thanking it for the lessons it has taught you. It may not return. You're releasing it now. And from here, we call in the winds of the south, the fire element, and the great serpent. Thank you for teaching us of the power of transformation and healing. Thank you for teaching us the beauty way. We honor you and we thank you. Into the southwest, we call forward Mary Magdalene and her beloved Yeshua. Thank you for teaching us how to stand in our sovereignty, our strength, how to share our light and our truth, and how to be radical change makers in these uneasy times. We honor you and we thank you. And to the winds of the west, the water element and the mother jaguar, thank you for protecting our medicine space. Thank you for teaching us to go into the emotional depths, into the shadows, into the darkness, to retrieve our soul lessons, to retrieve our gifts from these lessons. We honor you and we thank you. And to the northwest, we call forward Kuan Yin, who teaches us care and compassion, grace, mercy, and who carries the sacred waters of the heavens and of the earth, and reminds us that it is within our blood as well. We honor you and we thank you. And to the winds of the north, the earth element, and the mighty hummingbird, the small but mighty bird who travels thousands of miles, reminding us it's not just about the destination, but it's about the sweetness of life. It's the sweetness along our journey that keeps us going, the passion, the love, the bliss, the sweet nectar, reminding us to bring it home to our ancestors, bring it home to the earth, bring it home to our heart. We honor you and we thank you. And to the northeast, we call in Isis. Thank you for teaching us of sovereignty, of being able to stand in our strength and our vulnerability, for teaching us the way of the mother, the way of the queen, the way of the wife, the way of the beloved. We honor you and we thank you. And to the winds of the east, the great eagle, thank you for teaching us to throw our worries into the wind, knowing that what stays is ours and what doesn't is no longer ours to grasp onto. Thank you for teaching us to fly higher than the storm, shifting our perspective for greater psychic vision and clarity for our steps forward. We honor you and we thank you. And to the beautiful Mother Mary, who teaches us how to heal our family lineages on the mother and the father side, how to trust in our divinity, how to trust in our intuition, how to trust in our hearts, continuously checking in with ourselves and understanding and using our discernment to find the truth of all, the truth of life. We honor you and we thank you. And to Mother Earth herself and all of her children, thank you for the shelter, the blessings, the nourishment. Thank you for teaching us the way. To Father, Son, Grandmother Moon, and to the star nations, thank you for teaching us the great mysteries of life. Thank you for continuously raining down on us these beautiful packets, these codes of information, healing, and understanding. Thank you for continuously helping us to grow in consciousness as a civilization, as a humanity, but also the consciousness of the earth. We honor you and we thank you. And I'd like you all now to invoke your higher self, placing your hand over your heart and calling forward your higher self, understanding that your higher self is always a part of you. You're just making a conscious choice to connect in this moment. And from this sacred circle, we begin our journey. Alia soria la mia la na aya la nia soaya. Ania soaya soaya soala moya karia la nia soaya la. Aya noaya sopuaya koria la nia o aya o. Slowly you begin walking through the caverns of the inner earth. You can feel, sense the warmth of the inner earth all around you. Your higher self is guiding you towards a golden light. And as you walk towards this golden light, you feel your heart expanding, calling in any specific guides that you would like to work with, any guides that are near and dear to your heart. Call them in unconditional love, with the highest frequency of divine love, divine will, divine wisdom, allowing them to walk beside you as we journey together. I want you to see this beautiful light, this beautiful portal, this golden portal in front of you, a golden portal of divine feminine love. Taking a deep breath in the body, and as you exhale, you're going to step through that portal. And as you do, you're transformed into this lush, beautiful wooded area. Plants and trees all around. Just take in the sights, the sounds. As you walk on the earth, you can feel the earth, the support under your feet. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Maybe you can hear the birds flying, chirping, the buzz of the bee. Maybe you can smell the sweet nectar of the rose. Take in your surroundings, feel it, embrace it, know it. And in front of you, a young child emerges. And as he or she steps closer and closer to you, you realize it's your inner child. Ask her to come forward. Maybe kneeling down, eye to eye, heart to heart, third eye to third eye, connecting with your inner child, connecting with the love and the wonder that she has for life. And maybe at this time, she's presenting herself in a different way. Maybe there's sadness or fear or hesitation. Maybe this is the first time that you consciously have connected with your inner child. Allow her or him to come forward. Let your inner child know that they are safe with you now, that you are here to protect them, that you are here to love them. And if your inner child has a message for you, go ahead and receive that message now. This can come in any shape or form. Whatever comes to you first, take that. Again, pulling your inner child next to your heart so they may hear your heartbeat. So your inner child remembers that you are one. And I now see your inner child kneeling down and placing their ear on the earth, reminding you that you are also attached to the sacred heart of Mother Earth. We are all one, moving to the sacred rhythm, moving in the cyclical nature, moving with the stars, the moon, the sun, the cycles, the rhythms, the heartbeat. Allow yourself to feel it, to hear it, to see it, and to receive love. Understanding that we are all worthy of receiving love. Your inner child now takes your hand and you begin walking on the earth together, barefooted. And together, your eyes gaze forward on the path. And that's when you see her, Mary Magdalene, presenting herself to you in whatever way your soul and your heart need it in the moment. Your eyes meet hers. Maybe your heart flutters a little faster. Maybe there's an instant remembering. You slowly walk towards her. And behind her, peering out from behind her, is her inner child. Mary Magdalene's inner child is presenting herself to your inner child. And it's like a spark. Your heart begins to open. You have this joy and this wonder and this excitement building up within you. Maybe laughter, maybe tears, maybe just energy being exchanged in this moment. Allow your inner child to play. Draw in the dirt. Roll around in the grasses. Whatever it is that your spirit is calling for in this moment, share it with Mary Magdalene's inner child. I'm going to give you all space to do this now. You can feel the love. You can feel the connection. Mary Magdalene's inner child starts to collect some herbs. And she brings it to you. She brings some herbs or some flowers to you as a gift for your journey. Hold your hands out and receive what it is that she has for you in this moment. Give yourself the space to receive. Understanding that you may not know what this herb or plant is, but you can always look up the meaning or the properties later. Just trust that what is being gifted to you is exactly what you need in this moment. And we all start to build a fire. Our higher selves, our inner child, Mary Magdalene and her inner child. We start to gather things from the earth. We start to create a fire. the sacred flames of the heart. Allow yourself to dance, to sing, to open your heart to joy, to bliss, to ecstasy, to love. See, sense, know that you're opening your heart more and more. Allow yourself to move and be free as we dance around the sacred flame, the holy flame within our hearts. Allow it to grow bigger and bigger, becoming the perfect size for you in this moment. And we all turn our gaze towards the skies, standing in this sacred circle together. And the blue rose makes itself known. And it slowly starts to rain. These rose petals sprinkling down overhead, sprinkling down around your body. Feel the softness of the rose. Smell the fragrance as it passes by. Allow yourself to experience it, raining down, sprinkling down all around you. And as you look down at your feet, between your feet and the fire is a blue rose. This is your blue rose. I want you to scoop it up, again, feeling it, sensing it, knowing it. Maybe flashbacks, soul memories, maybe familiar feelings. Allow the rose to tell you a story. The story of your sacred heart. Listen to the messages of the blue rose. And if you are having difficulty hearing, ask the question, what does the blue rose signify for me? What does it represent to me? How can I experience this? What message is here for me to uncover? And with that message, slowly scoop that rose up and place it into your heart. Allow it to bloom in divine timing, with divine grace and love, compassion for yourself and for your journey. Aria soya la mia la noaya la nia soaya la nia koaya. Sonoaya, sonoaya, poya la poria la noaya, koya simia la naya la niao. Ania soala doa koya moya sonoaya la noaya aya oaya noaya. And where the sacred fire was, a huge tree has taken the place of the fire. Approach the tree, place your hands on the bark. Notice what type of tree this is to you. How tall is this tree? Feeling that beautiful bark. Maybe putting your cheek to the tree. And then slowly you're going to turn around and put your back body against the tree, allowing the back of your chakras to feel the tree, connecting with the ancient wisdom this tree has for you. Feeling the roots dropping down so deep within the earth. Feeling the stability and the strength of the trunk. Feeling and sensing the branches reaching towards the heavens. Allowing each one of your chakras to open and expand. Receiving the codes of information, of healing, of love, of light from this ancient tree. And it's okay if you don't know what it means in this moment. All will be revealed on your path in the perfect timing, in the perfect way for your soul growth. And as you're feeling this energetic attunement, you slowly open your eyes, and in front of you is a wise sage, a medicine man of the earth, an ancient wisdom keeper, a druid. He's dressed in a cloak. Maybe you can see ancient symbols, shapes, light codes around him or within his cloak. He is so ancient and so wise. And in his hand is a staff with a beautiful crystal upon it. You feel an ancient remembering of him. He starts to take his heart energy starts to expand. This beautiful emerald green colors swirling out of his heart, emerald green, jade, pink, red, expanding out of his heart, going into this beautiful staff. And he starts to spiral the staff in the air. And as he does this, you can see the strands, the weaves of energy, the strands of DNA, the DNA of the cosmic mother, the DNA of our ancient past, your original crystalline blueprint. And slowly, in perfect time, And if you are open to receive this DNA stimulation, just repeat, I am open. And allow him to bring in the codes of your divinity, reminding you of your wisdom, your love, and the grace that is here for us all. Allowing the strands of DNA, the energy to flow through your DNA, unlocking the areas that need to be unlocked, retrieving your soul's memories and messaging to how you can live a life of sovereignty, a life of bliss and prosperity, a life of truth and wisdom. Continue to feel the energies flowing in your body. The DNA stimulation is now complete. This ancient wisdom keeper, this druid, he approaches you now and he hands you a gift, an ancient scroll. Slowly open the scroll. What message does it hold for you? What word, what song, what vibration? Knowing that this scroll is part of your soul growth. And it's okay if you don't fully comprehend it in this moment. Know that all will be revealed in divine timing and in divine grace. Breathe in the information. Breathe in the memories. Breathe in the love. Now sending energy, I'm sending energy down over your head, around your shoulders. I'm sending energy down your entire body at this time, helping you to integrate these energies. Aria koria la moya la nia la noaya sodua la boya koria la nia la na. So baria la nia koria sichia so boya la nia koria la naya. O maya so jualatia koria la nia sonua la moya. Apoya karia la po. Saria la nia karia la nia kuaya sichia somaya koya la moya. Sojua poya la nia koria la nia sonoaya o poya koria lo suaya. Sia la moya koria la poya koria la moi si katia so aya poya la na aya so apoya koria la Ala no aya sokuria sichia somoya kariala poyala. With that, you thank the druid, the beautiful codes of healing, the blue rose, the Magdalene. Thank your guides and thank one another for being on this journey together. Slowly taking your back off the tree and thanking the tree and the ancient wisdom it holds for you. Knowing that anytime you're in nature, you can connect in this way. Allow yourself to pause, allow yourself to feel, and allow yourself to receive. Knowing that you can come back to this ancient tree at any time. Your inner child still stands with you. As Mary Magdalene's inner child comes forward and embraces your inner child. A sweet and innocent hug. Mary Magdalene scoops her inner child up and places her in her heart. And if you are called, go ahead and do the same thing. Bring your inner child into your heart. And slowly start walking back to the path from which you came, feeling the sun on your skin, smelling the sweet roses in the air, hearing the birds chirping. Aria sokoria poria salania oporeo korea la mia lana sonoa la saria korea la nia la moya korea suchua pa sia joa ko aparia la. Mother Mary appears right before you step through that beautiful portal way. She places her hand on your third eye, sacred flame of vision. She places her hand on your heart, the sacred place of love. And she places her hand over your belly, your sacral chakra, the sacred place of creation, igniting the flames within you, the flames of truth, of wisdom, of harmony, of balance, igniting your holy fire within, reminding you that you are always connected to the many faces of the Divine Mother. Reach out to her at any time, even if it's just a please help me, or a prayer, or bring her in when you're in nature, bring her in when you are by the waters, bring her in when you are in yoga or meditation, or when you're dancing. For the Divine Mother is within us all. It's your choice to connect. And one more time, just giving so much thanks and gratitude for all the messages, the healing, the information that came. Taking a beautiful breath in, allowing your belly and your chest to expand. And then as you exhale, stepping through that golden portal back into the inner realms of the earth. The portal closes behind you, and you are right next to Gaia, to the heart of the Mother Earth. She slowly whispers in your ear, kisses your forehead, and then she very gently pushes your energy back up. Your energy is coming back up through the layers of dirt. Your energy is coming back up through the layers of rock and gravel and clay, pulling your energy and your energy alone, pulling your power back all the way up, 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 past the roots of the trees to the top layer of soil where your physical body and the earth meet. Now pull your energy and your energy alone, pull it up through your feet chakras, through your legs, your knees, your hips, into your belly, your back, pulling your power back into your heart. And repeating out loud after me, my energy is fully restored. My energy is fully restored. My energy is fully restored. And with that, start to bring your awareness to the room that you're in. Notice the sounds around you. Open your eyes, wiggle the toes and the fingers, maybe stretch, open your heart. Whatever you need to do in this moment, go ahead, take a moment. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time to journal or reflect on anything that came forward for you today. Okay, so go ahead and do that now. Maybe getting a drink of water, blessing your water before you drink it. Okay, so finishing up here, knowing that you can always journal later as things come through for you. And I just want to honor all of you for joining today. And I just want to extend the offer that this work that we are doing goes so far beyond just in this moment. And that I invite you, if this felt activating for you, if this felt expansive for you, to reach out, because on 2/22 of 22, all the twos, I will be hosting the Everyday Divinity Embodiment and Mystery Teaching School. So it's a 6-month program where we will be meeting every single week, one time a week, where we are going to be tuning in to the energies of the goddess and the divine mother. We're going to be working on activating and using our psychic gifts and abilities. We're going to be working on clearing the wounding around the feminine, especially with showing up, with sharing your truth, with doing some of the bigger, scarier things. We're going to be really working on, any areas that need to be healed within the father or the mother line, within the inner child. So we're going to be meeting every single week. We'll also be doing cacao ceremonies once a month, which will be a sacred space where we have different themes that we can work with. But this is really about healing the past wounds from this life and past lives. This is about learning to travel through the Akashic streams. This is about channeling in your own divinity so you can reclaim your power, reclaim your voice, and share your gifts, share your magic with the world, because the time is now. time is always now, right? And so if you're feeling called, I really would love to just have a conversation with you and see how we can work together in this way. I also want to say for those of you that are watching this live, I am offering two 50% off scholarships. So you can reach out to me if this is something that you are drawn to, and we can talk. So again, two of it, the people that are here live will have that opportunity to get that scholarship, okay? So that is what I have. I am going to now open it up to share. But first, before I do that, I'm going to hit the stop button. Okay, the stop recording button. So thank you guys all who joined on the replay as well. If you have questions, don't forget, don't hesitate to reach out. I will put my links below in the video description. And thank you all so much for journeying today.